Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld, where we're back in Stone Block 3 land. I'm just watching glass pouring. That's all I'm doing. I'm just stood here watching glass pouring. I could be doing a million and one things, but right now I'm just watching glass pouring. I'm leaving now. I don't need to watch the glass pouring. We need 9 draws. We made a plan last time we were here. We made a plan to make 9 draws. So what we're going to do is follow through with that plan and make 9 draws. We've currently got 8 draws. We need a 9th draw. Not a problem. Not a problem for a man of my skills. There we go. 9 draws. That should be all we need. I'm worried. I'm worried about what we're going to attempt today. I am concerned. I have concerns and reservations that this is going to be a ludicrous idea carried out by a ludicrous individual. But hey ho, Spaghetti-O. What do you know? So we want to say these are they here? I think these are here, aren't they? I think that's what we decided we would do. And then our feed comes up here. And it's going to have to go back one, I think. Because it needs to go behind there. Most ideally, we need this stone to be back in place, I think. Or at least some moderating material to prevent unfortunate connections that we don't want happening. So at some point that's going to have to do a little jiggery dance and go further back, I think. Yeah. Take this out. Right, we're going to bring power over here from this point, which could probably run straight down the middle, and then tap off to the sides. Because we're only going to want one machine here, I think, to handle all of this. I think all of this can be handled by one glorious machine, which will, you know, struggle initially. It will. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. It will struggle initially, but I think it'll get there. We may be in transition for some time. Let's get a furnace up here. We could do 2 furnaces. I'm trying to think. What's the best way forward? If we bring everything down to a single chest here, and then we have that chest sitting on top of one cookamajig and another, yeah, that would work. We're gonna go 2 furnaces just because we're an idiot, and it's probably overkill. Oh man, this is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I feel good about it. I do feel good about it, but it is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely bonkaloons is what it's going to be. That's a technical term. So to make the furnace, these we need, if we go 2 of them, 8 bricks. That could be a loss of bricks, actually. We are just about, no, it's 4 bricks, isn't it? Yeah, it's 4 bricks for 2 of them. I don't like wasting those bricks because we don't necessarily have unlimited at this time. We will have unlimited. Don't get me wrong. We will crack into that world where it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter, mate. It doesn't matter. But we're not there yet. We're going in the right direction all the time, but we're not there yet. Some nugs, and we want doop 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 doop. Got any glass on us? We do not have any glass on us. We do now. We do now have the glass, so we can grab that, grab 2 of them, which is wizard, and then we want copper gears. Copper gears should not be a problem, he said confidently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. I want to go with 16. Don't know whether that's the right amount or not. Don't know. We're going to find out. Boop, 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 boop. I think it is the right amount. It's going in the right direction. It feels good. We need 2 gold. Now these are going to be slow to start with, but once we've augmented, and we will augment the bejesus out of them, things are going to just sail through. 2 furnaces, wizard. But we're not even going to try implementing till we're really ready to implement. Power's going to be an issue, isn't it? Power is going to be an issue. Not having sufficient power, getting power to them. Because there's going to be one that goes there, and one that goes there. This one's going to have a chest on top of it. Like that. And it's going to side feed into there. So whatever can get pulled into that will get pulled into that. It's then going to pull out the back and feed back into this pipe here, which is coming up probably here. So they'll have to come a little bit further, but that's okay. So power's going to be an issue to them. We could tag onto the front, which is going to look weird. We'd be better off going underneath, which we can do. We can just drop the... We're a little bit tight for space, unfortunately. We've created a monster. We have created a monster. But we can have a hole in the floor. We can have a hole in the floor. We're not going to do it now, because then there'd be a hole in the floor. And that's not what you want in life. What we can do, save us going, too far away, and I think we've already got one over there because we're an idiot, is make another crafting table. Make another crafting table. We need chests. We've got 5 there. We need more. I don't want to get, too complicated about it, but we do need more than 5. 5 and 3 is 7, which gives me 10, because I had some already. And then we want to go a book, a book, a book, a book, a book, book. And do that, and do that. And that gets me 10 hoppers. 10 is too many, not going to lie. 10 is too many. So we want that to go into there. And then we're going to come along like this. So anything that goes into these chests will end up in these drawers, will go into this chest. This chest will then feed into these 2 cookamajigs. Do we want to lose the hoppers temporarily? Maybe we want to lose the hoppers temporarily. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's start as we mean to go on. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm making this shit up. But I think we're going to go 1 ore at a time. That way, we're in control of the situation. I think if we try and do too much, things are going to go massively wrong. So let's put these hoppers back. There we go. And that's in the wrong place. Hoppers do weird things when you stack them. Hoppers do weird things when you stack them. So anything that goes into these is going to take its time to get to here, which is okay. That's not a problem. But once it gets here, it's going to get processed, hopefully really quick, like the one downstairs does. The one downstairs absolutely tears it up. And that's what we wanted. Majestically quick is what we were going for. Fast as, I don't need to finish that sentence. But yeah. That's what we want. We need advanced power cable. We've got 25 of them. Actually, we've got a lot more than that. We'll take a stack. A stack should be more than enough. We'll get this thing powered up. And then we can start thinking about moving stuff in. Which is going to be messy. But we'll get there. So we're saying we're going underneath with the power, which is going to have to be from basically here. Good, I got both of those back. That's absolutely epic. So we have that there, that there, that there, and that there. And then we bring it up, and we need to be in line with the torch. Obviously, it's where the torch is. God, makes perfect sense. It's like I plan these things. It's like I plan these things. Right, those two machines are now powering up. Yep. And yep. Brilliant. We need to bring resources up, so we need to lock these drawers down before we bring the resources up. And then we need to bring the resources back down again. But they'll have nowhere to go initially. They will be cock-blocked to start with. And that's okay. We can cope with a little bit of cock blocking to start with. You can have those two. We're back over a stack of the glass, which is good. What we don't want to do is start pouring out nonsense from there. Where's me turny-offy tool? Thinking tool, configuration tool for locking. That's the one. That's the little monkey we want. We didn't use much iron. I thought we were going to use way more iron than that. I really did. We kind of need some of that. We've got the pipe tool on us. So we want to lock these. So nothing can get up here. Perfect. And then this one pipe we've got does that. Not exactly what I had in mind. We do need to configure these to have an input on the top and output on the back. Input on the top, output on the back. Good. And we don't want some of this nonsense that's happening here. We don't want that. We do want that. So that will pull out of there and put into there if it can. So anything that arrives in this chest, if that one's busy, it will go into this one. If both of them are busy, it will wait in this chest. That's why we kind of need to piecemeal approach this, because there could be a lot of waiting in the chest. The output from this is going to be fed straight back into that system. There's no buffer, which is not necessarily a good idea. So we should be able to hook that up now. I'm desperately trying to think if I've made any glaring cock-ups. I don't think I have. So we kind of want to go straight up there. Like that. And we want to be back there by the time we get up there. Like that. And I'm not sure where we're going to do the dog leg. Maybe there? Maybe that's where we do the dog leg? Like that. Yeah, that works. We need a better way of getting up there. Hopefully that ladder eventually will extend both directions. Because this is not convenient. Now we could do all of this with ME, but I would prefer not to involve ME in basic processing. You know what I mean? We need to break out a hopper here. Because we can't get back here, like, you know. So this is where our ores are going to come eventually. Not now. Not now. Not yet. They're going to carry on going downstairs until we're ready for them. And then the output of this, which should be the backs, it is the backs, is going to go like that. And that's not going anywhere. That may have put things into here. It didn't. Nothing went anywhere that it shouldn't have done there. It's because these pipes like to connect, and we can't have that kind of shenanigans. They have to do as they are told. There, like that. So theoretically, our ores will come up here. They'll go into these boxes. They'll each be allocated a box. They'll go straight through the box. Then they'll come down the hopper chain into that chest and then into one of these two, which will then cook them off, push them back into the pipe where they'll go downstairs and appear in our inventory down there. Yes? Probably is the answer to that. We need a box, which we do not have, as a intercedent point, as a temporary holder sort of thing. We might make it a bigger box. We might go for an iron chest, because we've got lots of iron on us, and an iron chest does hold more. Because I don't know. I'm pretty confident these drawers only hold a stack. So we're going to do copper first, I think. Or should we do gold first? Let's do copper first. So if we pull all the copper out of there. All of it. Just do it. Just go ham, furry. Good, that's clear. That's already starting to go wrong, which is fine. That's fine. Good choice on box. That's pulled something that it shouldn't have pulled into there. That's fine. Where's my locking tool? There. We want to grab a copper ingot, which we have over here. And we want to say to you, no and lock. No and plate. No and place. There we go. The copper's gone in there now. And that is lock to copper. Good. So we now have a resource that's not going anywhere. And it is copper. So if we take that upstairs, we should be able to give copper a place to go. This is why we're doing one at a time. Copper is currently hanging up in the system. It's okay, it can buffer a bit. We're going to put copper down this end. We're starting at the long end, which is probably a terrible plan. Okay, so that's now chugging through there, and that's now processing the copper. Good. So the copper's whizzing through these pipes. So that 0 should stay on 0 and should occasionally flicker upwards as copper gets produced from the system downstairs. That's not pulling, which it probably won't do because we need to set that to do that. And we'll probably need to do the same on that one. And that copper should then go. It has. Good. That's going downstairs. And that will just get mushed. So that will occasionally flick to 2. To 1 or 2. And more will come down. We do need to backlog the hell out of that, which we can do. So that's copper gone from the system and just being pushed down here. See, it's going up. Wizard. That works. We'll take as much as we can carry upstairs. This could take a while. Talk amongst yourselves. Maybe it's time to get the ladder working, because this is going to be tedious as all kinds of hell. But that's the process we're going to have to do now. Because we didn't plan ahead, we kind of half-assed things a bit. We now have backlogging issues. Boom, 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 boom. 445 copper, which will end up... It will attempt to fill this chest. Which will attempt to fill this machine. So we need to be a little bit canny about this. And I think we need to upgrade these two machines first before we do anything else. That's fine, we can do that. Yeah, let's get those two machines upgraded. I'm a little worried that only one of the machines has fired up. Have we set the inputs wrong? Because I would have thought if there's anything sitting in this chest, it would just get pulled straight into this machine. Auto input, auto output. There we go. Now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. That's better. We didn't need to set those to pull. We could have just done the auto input, auto output. That's chewing through it now. We've got two of them working the copper. So that shouldn't fill up too much. It will fill up a bit. Let's not operate under any illusions here. That's going to go wrong intensely. But it'll go wrong intensely and then it'll go right intensely. And in the meantime, it can't break because reasons and stuff. Probably reasons and stuff, I'm thinking. So we need to... We've got the copper going through. Speed the machines up. That's what we need to do. So I think our step number one is these. Invar and gold, which shouldn't be a problem. Invar, gold, electrum and signalum. Gold, not a problem. Electrum, not a problem. Invar, not a problem. Signalum, no, that's copper. That there is copper. Signalum, nice. We got all the shiny things, all of them. Right, let's see what we can do. We need two of these bad boys. It's gonna be tedious. Gonna be a little bit tending towards tedious. Did we not pick up gold? Did we not pick up gold? We don't have a lot of gold over here. We have enough. Don't get me wrong. Enough is enough. That can go there. We'll make 9 nugs, and we can go with that. Gold gear. We need 2 of them. 1, 2. And then we need that. 2 of them. Perfect. Then we need the signalum gears. We need 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 4 of them. And some... We can't go all the way to Enderium. Eventually we will probably go all the way to Enderium. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're not going there yet. Because can you imagine these machines running on Enderium level? They're going to be insanity. Which I do like the idea of. Conceptually, I like the idea of introducing a little bit of insanity to the piece. Are we done? We are. Okay, we've got 2 of them. That'll make things go with. And then we'll put 3 boosters in as well on each one. So that's 6 boosters need to be made. And then our backlog will not be a backlog. There we go. That's better. Now we're getting somewhere. So that's on 0 again. That's got quite a bit of backlog in it, so we're not gonna push our luck. But currently the system is handling copper by itself. We've got a standby chest downstairs that's got copper in it, and we will filter that copper back into the system over time. But right now, that is clearing at a ferocious rate, and it will get better because we'll put three speedy uppy these things, which is the electron plates. If we need 6 of them, that's 12 electron plates and 12 lead gears. That's quite a bit. Let's cook some lead off. We might actually need more electrum. We have been thrashing. No, we got enough. We got enough. "12 electrum plates." We'll let this start doing its due, because it needs to do its due. There we go. That'll just chew through those 12 plates. While we go and see how much lead we've got. This one, I believe, is lead. Just going to cook some lead over here. Because we can. We can just throw the lead in there. Like that. I don't know what bauxite cooks into. We are planning to do it, but I don't actually know what it's going to cook into. Bauxite is that aluminium? That could be aluminium bauxite. Here comes the lead that we were after. At a really, really ballistic rate. Yeah, we are going to have no problems with those 2 machines upstairs. At all. When we've got a stack of this, we'll go. There we go. GG. Let's go get those machines absolutely thrashing it. It's what we want. It's what we need. It's what we deserve. Can we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them? Yes, we can. I think you'll find, yes, we can. Can we make 12 of them? No, we can make 6 of them. We're probably out of nuggets. Can we make 6 more of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. That's the 12 we need. And then, theoretically, if we've got our electron plates, which should be smashed over here. Furry smash. We've got all the good stuff. A kabuki. 6 of them. That'll get things absolutely tearing it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. When the system works, the system just works. And that's the important thing. So if we go into this, we go into the augmentation, we go 1, 2, 3. That's absolutely, look at the speed difference is staggering. Probably the power drain is staggering too, but there you go. What's the power drain look like? Unfazed. Utterly unfazed by 2 absolutely kick-ass machines that have cleared that copper backlog. So we can throw a load more copper in there, clear that backlog. Jeepers creepers. It's just gonna work, is what it's gonna do. No ifs, no buts. It's just gonna work. So now we've got straight up copper ingots in here. Amazing. Grab a load more of this swag. We can't hold that much because we've got an inventory full of nonsense. But that's okay. That's all good. We can clear that out of it. Invar Signalum, which is probably not the right place for the Signalum. We're going to need that Signalum, and we're going to wonder where it is, because it's probably going to be a week before I get to play again. So I'll be like, where did I put the Signalum? And then I'll be blaming you lot, because, you know, I can't find my Signalum because I'm an idiot. And it'll be all your fault. So, you know, brace yourselves for that one. So we should just be able to go, booyah! Like that. These should fire up. They do. Both of them should fire up. This pipe seems to have, and I don't hate it for it, this pipe seems to have preference. it seems to be able to pull before anything else can touch this box. And I don't hate that. But as soon as this gets full, which it's struggling to do, the second one will start pulling as well. Man, we are... Considering I didn't know how to do that, I couldn't conceive of how to get that working. I think we've done a cracking job there. But we're gonna push on. But that's the end of the episode for now. So, from Furryearsworld, we are going to go with a cheery old ta-ta for now.